Oh, my dog, hey.
I just did your part. Oh, my
You're
dog,
ex-
hello.
Hello. Can you tell we're excited?
We're back.
We're back. And this is I hate to hype it up ahead of time and like make everyone feel nervous, but this is going to be our best show yet.
I can't wait. I've been counting down the days.
We have just a very special guest, which was teased a little bit when we spoke with our friend Arthur, and he mentioned one of his favorite guests that he'd ever had on his show, and it was Laura Stinchfield. Did I say it right?
Well done, you.
Woo! And
She
she
got it
is
the first
the
try.
pet psychic, and she's joining us from New York, and we obviously have a couple of other friends here. For those of you who are watching this on the video version, I'm going to try and upload kind of what we're seeing as we talk on our YouTube channel if you're not watching. But we've got Boop and Reese here with us. So, yeah. Hi, Laura. Nice to meet you. We're so excited to have you.
Oh, it's great to meet you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yes. So I guess really we just want to kind of dive into what you do, who you are, and where it's taken you. You know, we dove onto your website and you've done a lot of really cool things with this gift you've been given.
Yeah.
So
And Arthur had so many nice things to say
Thanks.
about you too.
yes, you
Oh,
did.
Arthur is so great. And, the Animal Zone, that program, that show is so awesome too.
It
Love
is.
it.
They do a lot for rescue.
Yeah, they do.
So tell us your story.
Yeah.
So I'm a professional pet psychic, and I have been talking to animals pretty much my whole life. Like my earliest memory is my parents holding our Yorkshire Terrier over my crib and her looking at me and me getting the feeling that she's saying, "You're so small."
Oh,
So I could always hear animals, but I mean, this is like way before the internet as I was like growing up and becoming
Yeah.
a teenager and even in college. And I didn't know that other people couldn't. So
Yes. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
yeah, so it was just very confusing to me growing up because it was a time where people like scolded dogs by hitting them in the rump when they peed and pooped in the house, or hit them with a crop because they weren't jumping jumps high enough. And I just like could see that the horse was hurting in their hips and the dog, had a UTI or something, and like why I don't understand why people would treat animals like this. So it wasn't until my early 20s when I started to study how to be an animal trainer. I started to do the Tellington Touch practitioner work. And those teachers were telling me, like, what are you doing with the animals? Like, they're coming along faster. Like, what are you doing with them? And then and I was super shy back then. So I had to like really think about it. Like, what am I doing? And at the same time, that was going on, I had this cat named Juliet, and I was backpacking all the time with my boyfriend, and I would leave and I'd have somebody come and take care of her while we were out backpacking. And every time I would come home, she would just take a look at us and then like take off. And she would take off sometimes for days. And it was really upsetting. So at the same time, somebody had given me a book. It's called Animal Talk by Penelope Smith. She's like one of the pioneers in the field. And in the book, it said to picture the sun rising and setting for as many days as you'll be gone when you go away.
Mm-hmm.
And just to tell them like how long you'll be gone. So I did that for her before I left on a trip, and I pictured the sun rising and setting. And when I came back, she met me on the front stoop like she always did, but this time she didn't take off. And this time she came into the house, and she was a very independent cat. She wasn't a cuddly cat, but that night she slept with me, and she was like purring and needing me. And that was really the first time I was like, wow, like if we're really clear on what we say to them, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Yes.
then I just tracked down a woman who taught it, which was Carol Gurney. And she, at the time, she was in Agora Hills. Now she's in North Carolina. And I started to study with her. And at the same time, I was like becoming the animal trainer. So I was animal training and doing like the pet psychic stuff on the side. And I was, like I said, I was super shy. So I didn't really like tell people like I'm communicating with the animals.
Yeah.
But like with my good clients, I would kind of bleed it in. And it just like people were just like, wow. Like, and then I noticed like when I spoke to them more, the more the animals like just their behavior changed. So eventually it just became my full-time work and I stopped doing the animal training.
That's incredible.
Yeah, well, I suppose a lot less training needs to be done if you can
Yeah.
communicate, I mean, but you're saying for you found more value in like offering the service of having that communication than
100%. And don't get me wrong, I think everyone should train their dog.
well,
I
yeah,
mean, I definitely,
unless
oh
they're
yeah, there's
small.
like a huge value in, yeah, even if they're small.
These guys don't need
I
any
mean,
training. They need nothing.
and the animals love to be trained. I mean, it
They like
stimulates
it,
their
yeah.
mind. It teaches them how to
Yeah.
process information. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely
Yes.
important to train your dog. And but what's important to do as you are training your dog is just to be really clear in what you want. So
Mhm.
like for instance, like let's say your dog jumps or let's say your dog barks out the window. That's like a huge one, right? They bark out the window. Like if you're saying like don't bark, you're actually picturing them barking. So you want to say like be quiet and then like picture them being quiet. So like what people usually do is they say like don't bark, and anytime you say negative, you're still creating the image of them doing that behavior in your head. Does that make sense? Like you say don't bark, you're picturing them barking. You say don't jump, you're picturing them jumping. So if you say like be quiet, you're actually picturing them being quiet or like feeling them being quiet or sending that out to them.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
more of a mental,
Thinking about what you want them to do rather than what you yes. So
like a telepathy.
I when you were saying that, I was
Yep.
thinking about, we've talked about this before. When I come home, my dogs act differently than like when my husband comes home. And one thing that I've always said to my dogs, I've never said like get down or anything like that. I say all four on the floor is what I
Yeah.
say. And they do. And I don't know
Yeah.
why, but they all listen and
Well,
they
that's
all
why.
four on the floor.
Yeah.
And I've always just said that phrase, and no one else in my house says that, and they act very differently when they come through the door.
Well, that's why, because you also expect it and you have like a clear image and that's what
Mhm.
you want. So, like, if you're coming in the door, like, let's say somebody else in your family comes in the door and they say all four on the floor, but they're like, oh, damn, this dog is going to keep jumping on me.
Yeah.
The dog is going to jump because they're thinking jumping, even though they're saying all fours on the floor. So, like, you really have to match all of it together. And the reason why the words are important too is like some people say, like, I just can't visualize. So, like, the way you send animal information is like one, you kind of first you connect into your heart and you kind of just calm yourself and just be at a centered place, and then from there you're going to send your animal what you're saying, whatever it is. And you want to actually picture it in your mind, like as a visual. You want to feel the emotion of it. And then I say to like make the words clear as well, because there's a lot of people that's like, wait, I can't picture anything. But that's okay. If you're not a visual person and you can't picture it, just say it like you're clear and the animals will receive it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to try this big time.
I like
And
it.
I mean, anyone who loves animals is doing it to some extent, right?
Right. Mhm.
It's just fine tuning it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and we talk about this a lot on this podcast as well, that, you are talking about your intentions and what you want the animal to do or not to do or whatever, but also the way that we are as people to our animals directly correlates to how that animal behaves to us and for us and all of that. So like a lot of times we'll have people that will call and say, oh my gosh, my dog is so anxious and just really can't settle down. And I'm watching them speaking as one of the most anxious, like they look so anxious. The person looks anxious. And I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
of course your dog is anxious. You're anxious.
That's
like
matching your energy.
yes, it's a very much an energy matching. And I see that over and over again. You know, a dog will get dropped off at rescue and I'll see that they're anxious, and the next day they start to emulate, you know, the calmness that is happening in whatever house
That's
that they enter
beautiful.
into.
Yeah.
So I think it all kind of matches. It makes total sense to me.
And it's a
Totally.
vicious circle, right? Because
Hmm.
like they're anxious and then the people get anxious and then the people are anxious and they're anxious. So it just
Yes.
goes back and yeah, it
Yeah.
just bounces off of each other.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And I get it because, like, I have 5 dogs in my house and I have a border collie, and you're like, oh my God, like, just slow down sometimes, you know? And it's like when you're not in dog training mode or animal communication mode, it's easy to like get like, oh my gosh, you know? But
Hmm.
the more you calm, like the more anxious they are, the calmer you are. The more energy they are, the calmer you are, the slower you are.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Arthur had some interesting stories of a reading of yours, but we would love to hear
Oh,
some
he
of
did?
your interesting stories.
Yeah. Like some of
Well,
your favorite communication
Yeah.
situations. Yeah.
yeah, I was just thinking of like one just when we were talking about rescue and how you were talking about like your mom's dog that like you were saying before we came on about your mom's dog is like aggressive, right? She's a rescue. Well, I had this dog that when I was dog training long ago, and he was very dog aggressive. He was like a kind of looked like a black coated retriever, like a golden
Hmm.
retriever that's like a black coated, and he was super aggressive to like all dogs. And he was in Santa Barbara, California, which is very, very dog friendly town. And
Hmm.
so dog aggression is tough there because like everyone brings their dog everywhere.
Yeah.
And the people hired me to dog train him because they just wanted him to be like, they wanted to go to the beach and like let him off leash and let him get along
Sure.
with other dogs. And he would see like a little Maltese and just go crazy. Like he was just fearful of everything. And
Yeah.
he was just saying like the dogs are going to attack me, like they're going to like run into me. He was like so worried about like just being attacked, right? Or like someone taking up his space. Gosh, I'm so sorry.
Right.
Hey,
Sorry
good
about
fur
that.
ringer.
Turn that off. So I was like taking him out and I wasn't doing the animal communication with him, and I was just doing like regular like dog training and like getting him to to look back at me when like another dog was there, and just like praising him for being confident like around other dogs, like doing sits and just just body language stuff. And he was just like, the people wanted nothing to do with training. They just wanted me to do it. And they were like, you have to speed it up. Like, we just want to take him. Like, you have to speed it up. So I'm like,
Uh,
you know how that
yeah.
goes.
Standard human
So,
being. Yeah.
yeah, right. So I sat with him and I said to him, listen, I know like you're scared. And he's like, every time I see a dog, like, I just think they're going to run at me and like bite my heels and like pin me down. And I said, it makes me cry just like even thinking about it. Cause I'm like, I just want you, because I tell every rescue dog this. That's why I think this is like really important, because this dog taught me this. I told him, to have those old memories come back is normal, right? Like he has post traumatic stress, like
Yeah.
it's normal, but you're like in a safe home now, and this home is so cool. Like, how you've already changed, because like a lot of these dogs like already changed when they come in. They're like letting you pet them more, they're like able to sleep through the night more. I mean, they're just able to do more things because they're in a safe home.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you're like, how like you notice that like you're safe now, like it can be even better. Like you don't even have like an idea yet of like how great your life can be. And I think that's a great lesson for all of us to think. Like we all have that. Like our life could be so much better, but we have no concept of it, right? Until it
Hmm.
arrives.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you just have to like really like you just have to trust and listen to me when I'm training you, and watch your people, and just know that all dogs are friendly here. And that was pretty safe to say there, because it's such a dog friendly town that like pretty much all dogs are socialized there. I mean, with
Yeah.
few exceptions. So I'm like, you're just gonna have the great life, and you're gonna just like run on the beach, and you're just gonna go everywhere. Well, like 2 days later, they're like, we don't need you anymore.
Oh
He's like
wow.
totally fine. And I mean, this dog was like Cujo. Like like when he was Sea Dog, and he was like totally fine. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like fine. And they're not all like that. They all need a talking to, and they need they need time. So I'm not saying like every dog is going to be like that. Some dogs
Mhm.
need time, and some dogs may never be like that, but you'll be able to walk by another dog, or you'll be able to walk in the room or something. I mean, every
Yeah.
dog is different. But so then, like, years later, like, I'm talking like 7 or so years later, I'm walking down the beach, and I see this dog like hauling, in my direction. I think he's chasing a squirrel, like a bird or something on the beach. So I'm like, look behind me, see, like, are there birds? Like, what is he running at? He could smell me. This dog came flying at me, like pretty much jumped on me and was licking me all over,
Oh,
and was like, thank you. Thank you for telling me my life could be better than ever. And it was that dog. And
That's insane.
he could smell me from down the beach, and he
holy
never
cow.
got to say that to me because I never saw him again
Yeah,
because he
because they
didn't
were like,
need
"You're
me
good,
anymore.
we're good, see you later, bye." Oh, the resolution. Oh my
Wow.
So
gosh.
the fact that they like remember too, like how much of an impact. So like even people who are like working in rescue, and they're like, taking a dog from a hurricane and throwing it in a kennel, like take 2 seconds before you slam that door to the transport vehicle. Like, hey, I just want you all to know this. Or before the transport like takes them across the country or takes them up north or whatever they're doing. Hey, I
Yeah.
want you all of you to know this. Or if you just go and walk dogs at a kill shelter, hey, I want you all to know this, and if you
Mhm.
end up dying, you go to heaven, they get it.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I think I made the
So not
shivers.
only are you communicating to the animal, but they're communicating back to you.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
How cool
Yeah.
is that?
And the way I get it back is I actually hear it in words like they're talking to me. So it's like, but what's happening is my mind is transferring the thoughts that they have in their head, their feelings in their bodies, and the images into words really
Okay. Yeah.
fast. So I
Yeah.
might get like flashes of pictures while I'm doing it, or I might have a sense of knowing while I'm doing it. And everybody gets it differently. Like the woman who I trained from, Carol Gurney, she saw it all in pictures. So, and it was like a movie going by. And I thought, like, how cool, like she sees like a movie, like that's awesome. And so I was like really frustrated. I was like, I don't really like see the pictures, but I had to write it. And even now, like with my clients, like I type it out. Like, so I
Mhm.
just like, that's just how I am. I'm like in words. So she was like, no, but you're getting it because you're doing it like you're doing it in words. So it takes time to like trust yourself, but it's important just to kind of just calm yourself and kind of think, okay, like what am I getting like when I am around my animals? Because they're constantly like sending us information, and we're picking it up sometimes and not even knowing it's them. So like we could be like just sitting around and being like, okay, I'm gonna take them for a walk later, and you're like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna go for the walk where the picnic benches are, I'm gonna go walk where the trail is. And the reason why you're going on that walk is because they sent you, hey, I want to go there, but you don't know they sent it to you,
Right.
but they did. Or like, hey, I want this food, or I want this treat, and then you just happen to go on Chewy and buy it,
Mhm. Yeah.
Do
So
you feel like
there's,
everybody has these capabilities and they're just not tuned into them? Or is this a case by case gift basis type thing?
I think everybody who wants it has it to some extent. And I think animal people in general are so empathetic. They are constantly taking in other animals' thoughts and feelings, other people's thoughts and feelings. I mean, it's one of the reasons why everyone in rescue is so exhausted. It's like, I mean, of course, rescue never stops, but there's also like the you're just like constantly like taking on everyone's sadness, or everyone's like
Yeah.
just
Like the
everything that
compassion
everyone's going
fatigue is
through.
what they call it, I think. I mean,
And
and that's part of it. But the other part is like you're taking in a lot of everybody
Tough
else's
stuff.
everything. Yeah. I mean, when
Yeah.
we get done with a rescue or a hoarding situation where we're pulling animals out of really terrible situations and seeing people in really terrible situations, it can be days, I think, before we like feel right again, because it pulls so much out of you.
Yeah.
And not necessarily, it's not physical exhaustion. It's
Well, and
Yeah.
we take phone calls every day. Everybody's got a story, and
yeah.
Totally.
and then you have to make a decision based on that information. It can
Yeah.
get taxing.
Yeah.
It can. Yeah,
I
for
know.
sure.
It's part of the gig.
I know.
Yeah.
I used to work in rescue too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, when you were
It's tough.
yeah.
But the what I think is really important is to remember. I mean, of course, there's going to be those stories that like you just never leave you, right? That keep you up
Yeah.
at night. But if you just kind of remember, like, wait a second, like I've got a choice here on like where I go with this, right? And like
Mhm.
where my emotions are in this. And like, let's say you're in a hoarding situation and you're like taking out these dogs, and these dogs or cats or bunnies or whatever they are going to be okay, right? Or they're going to
Mhm.
get medical attention, right? And you're looking at them and you're like, oh my God, like just the horror that you see. If
Mhm.
you can just keep switching, like, man, but you're going to have great care. You're going to meet great people. Like, your life is going to be so much better than this. And if you
Mhm.
can just kind of keep yourself in that elevated state, you might see the animals like just be like, okay, like I get this.
Yeah.
Like one of the big things too with that, like if you're going in those situations a lot of the stuff I hear years later from the animals is like, I was grabbed, I was shoved. I
Yeah.
was Bradley, my border collie mix. He was rescued from a situation like that and thrown in a transport vehicle. And I have an RV. And every time I start up that RV, he remembers the fan of the transport vehicle, and the like just
Mhm.
the noise of it. And he
Yep.
gets like, but if you can just kind of keep reminding them, like, this is gonna be good. Oh,
Yes.
but what I was saying about the grabbing, right? Like you have to grab them, right? Like there's a cat all the way at the end of the thing, like, and you've got all these other ones to get. You have to grab them and pull them out and throw them in. You can't like sit with every single one of them.
Right.
So like to just be like, we're grabbing you because we're getting you safe. Like,
Mhm.
I know that this hurts and it's scary, but we're getting you safe.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I love that. Oh, I feel like right now is a good time to remind everyone who does animal rescue, when you like pick up your foster dog for the first time, or if you come help us where we're pulling dogs out of a breeding facility or a hoarding situation and you're helping us to transport, I have a routine that I do every time I transport dogs, and it's absolutely ridiculous. But I think when you're speaking, I'm like, that's why my brain has made me do this, because I felt like from the animals that they wanted me to, and you're gonna laugh, but I play Justin Bieber in the car.
Oh.
And it's because I
Yeah.
love Justin Bieber and I love all of his music. And so that I sing along, and I tell you what, there is no crying, there's no whining, there's no barking. Everybody
No
lays down, they
way.
relax, they
Oh my
feel me like
gosh.
just throwing that energy out into the world. And
You
I
gotta
think
get
that's
that
an
to him.
idea, right? Like what can you do to make your
Yes.
mind calm for them?
Exactly. And you're doing it. I mean, you actually are doing it, right? Like you're elevating your emotion, you're getting yourself in a happy state, you're spreading it. And who doesn't love music?
Right,
That's
right.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
so we
it's
told you
really
we were going to
cool.
have a guest come in, so I guess after my Justin Bieber announcement is a good enough time as any.
Come on in.
Yeah,
These are Laura. These are my parents, Ron and Shauna, and I'm gonna move over here.
Hi, Mercury.
And this is Mercury.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know
How do
if
we?
he'll be able to see her.
Hi. I wonder.
Can
You want me to
we
the
move that
webcam?
camera?
I
Yeah,
see
I
half
want you
of
to
your
see
dad,
him.
like a
He's
quarter of
huge.
your dad.
Are you a little nervous, Merc?
He's like, I got off the farm.
He is. How old
I
did
don't
we
really
think he was?
see him. There's
He's
that mug that's like in
he's
the
gonna
oh,
move
he's
the
gonna
camera so you can see him
okay.
a little better,
Okay, cool.
and we'll tilt it down here.
He is a 3-year-old Karaketchin.
Which is
Oh
an
wow,
Afghani herding breed
oh
dog.
god, he's cute.
guard breeds. Yeah, excuse me, guardian dog.
Oh my God, he looks just like your dad's dog. They look like
Right?
they're like,
Don't they go together?
yeah, they match so
What-
well.
And he very much dislikes me,
So-
but he's fine with everybody else for the most part. I mean,
And so tell me, were you involved in his rescue? Like,
yeah,
what
Dad
happened?
and I went. Can I crisscross
Yeah.
you here? Dad and I went and picked him up from a farm. They were moving to a city, and he couldn't go with. And he was very
Okay.
protective of that family and of the kids on that family.
Mm-hmm.
And it took some doing to get him kenneled and get him in the truck and get him home. But Dad was with me when we went through all this. And then he
Yeah. And were you
decompressed.
the main handler?
That was Dad.
I didn't handle him. I tried to feed him, like, remember we took that beef roast, and we
Yeah.
were trying to,
Okay.
She probably
Make
ran
friends.
the show, though, I would guess.
Oh,
Good boy,
well, yeah.
Yeah.
good boy. So here, I just want to point something out. Like, do you see how he's looking back at you and licking? Can you see
Mhm.
him licking there? So that's his calming signal. So he's trying to calm himself when he's around you. That should be praised.
Yeah. That's good job, Mark.
I thought
you
he was
see the
licking his
licking?
lips ready for a meal.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting like
No,
the
no.
moon eyes and nervous too, but that's like a calming
Yeah,
for him.
but yeah, and I saw the tail kind of wag there a little bit, like the stress wag,
Hi,
Mhm.
Merc.
like before he sat down. But you see how he's kind of looking at you and then looking away, but he's licking, like he's trying to calm himself.
We've been working
So-
on it for a long time.
Oh, you have? Cool. Yeah, definitely gives you the stink eye for
Like,
sure.
Oh,
So,
goodness.
okay, so like tell me, okay, so let's ask him, right? So, what's his name again?
Mercury.
Mercury.
Mercury. Mercury, honey. Oh, he can't hear me, right?
He can hear you.
He can
Yeah.
hear you.
Oh, he can?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get him.
Oh, he laid down.
That's okay. See, that's a calming signal too. So
Yeah.
blinking of the eyes, licking, yawning, sitting down, lying down, coming to you on an arc, shaking,
He's kind of
right?
coping a
So
little.
yeah, so he's definitely like, and he's like he's getting more stressed because he's panting. But good boy, buddy. Good boy.
Good job.
Okay, let me. I want to say one thing just because I'm so visual too, and I'm like watching your dad. You know, and your dad can hear me, right?
Yeah.
You know how like you're kind of grabbing him like that a little bit, right? Like kind of like supporting him. I want you to be like a little bit more confident. Like you're doing good, buddy. And like maybe stroke him down his back. Baby him less. You know what I mean? Like baby him less and be like, you got this, bud. You're good, you know?
Are you a good boy?
Good boy.
Yeah. he's a
Yeah, good boy. Yeah, I can tell you're a little bit nervous too, like that he might do something. Yeah. Okay. Let me get him again.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we told her. Yeah, we
He
told
has
her
a what?
that he's attacked her.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. So.
Yeah, let me get him. He's like a little bit like not paying attention. Hold on.
Yeah, good job.
Trip on you, why? Yeah, like
Good
she
job,
helped rescue
Mercury.
you. So Mercury, honey, she helped rescue you. She was like remember she came with Daddy and she helped rescue you. And like you're very, very special. And Daddy loves her so much. She's Daddy's daughter. And so
Mhm.
she's part of the family and you're always safe. You're always going to stay with your daddy. Your daddy's your dad and mom are always your home. But like what if she tries to leave? What if she tries to what? What if she tries to pull me away? She's never going to try to pull you away, honey. Like, she's part of the family. She's not. You have a set home. Like, your home, and like, she's your sister, really. You know, she's your sister. It's like, you're gonna know her till the very end of your days. And she is so happy that you have your mommy and daddy. Does she ever want to take me to the hospital? What do you mean, take you to the hospital? Does she ever want to take me to the hospital to get an operation? Does she ever want to take me to the hospital to get an operation? Why would you do that? Was he unneutered when you got him?
Right.
Yeah, we got him neutered.
Did you take him?
I did.
He had to be sedated.
Oh, he had to be sedated. I wonder if you also look like, does she look like one of the vets too? Your daughter? Like, does she look like one of the vets? So listen to this. When you got neutered, right? When you went to the hospital, they had to sedate you because they needed to make sure that you didn't make other dogs homeless by getting another dog pregnant. That's why you got that operation. And like, most doggies need that operation. And you need to be good with vets, because vets take care of you and they go to lots of schooling to make sure that you're safe. But you're safe forever. And you're always going to be loved, and you're always going to be with your people. And just like you went, like, you feel good now, right? Like, you feel good. Like, everything means something. Like,
Can we be friends now?
Yeah.
Is she not going to fight with me? Is she not going to fight with you? No, she's never going to fight with you. She loves you. Even because even after you try to attack her, she still loves you. That's pretty special.
I bring you treats and food all the time.
And the reason why she brings you food and like tosses food to you is to see if she can be friends with you. Yeah, she just wants to be your friend. Yeah, and you're such good friends. Like, remember how you were good friends with your other family? Yeah, she's part of your family. Yeah,
I feel like he just looked. Like, when she said that, I feel like he just.
You're technically my big brother because you weigh more than I do.
True.
Now he's snarling at me.
Yeah,
And you have to protect me.
So
not
why
fight
do you
me.
think? So the reason why he's snarling at you is because you're leaning, like your energy got more intense and you leaned forward. So like, what I want you to do for a while is bend with your knees, not with your torso. If you're ever gonna like bend for him, yeah, not with your torso, because in dog language, leaning over them is a form of dominance.
Yeah,
and they think when we bend with our torso, which for us, see, that's the thing, Mercury, you need to know, is that people body language and dog body language is different. So when your sister leans, she's just thinking, man, I'm just your big brother. Be my friend. Who's that, Mommy?
Yeah.
See? She wants to be able to look at Mommy can lean over you. You got to let your sister lean over you.
He's been kind of growly with her on occasion too.
Oh, she has? Maybe it's the body.
Yeah.
You grouchy in the morning?
He patrols all night. So in the morning, he's tired. And
He's tired.
He comes in for a 2-hour power nap. And if you disturb that power nap...
So for our listeners, in case you can't hear, Ron is saying that he in the morning sometimes is more grumpy because he goes for a hard nap, and if you disturb that, he seems to be off put by it. So sometimes he can get grumpy towards Mom as well. So
all right, Merc, we'll keep working on it.
yes.
You're a good boy.
You don't want to be a biter? Well, that's good. Then just don't. It's like a choice, buddy. It's just a choice. Like, you just got to know that, like, she's your friend, right? She's your sister.
And I'm not going to take you anywhere. No, I don't want you.
Yeah, so So they're like, I'm going to leave you where you are instead of I'm
Yeah.
not going to take you. Say, I'm
Yeah.
going to leave you where you are. You're always going to stay with mom.
You're not
But
going
I want to be
anywhere.
your friend. But I want to be your friend. I'm your family.
Yeah.
She is always looking.
You're staying in your
She's
home.
always looking at you. Oh. So you know what's interesting is, so you said he patrols. So he's like, what does he guard? Do you have livestock?
Yes.
Sheep. Yep.
Yeah, sheep. So it's kind of interesting because you know how I said like when your energy got more and you kind of leaned towards him, he probably has to do that to a predator to
Mhm.
protect the sheep. So he's gonna read your body language like way more than a goofy golden retriever, right?
Right.
So you just kind of want to think about, okay, let me more approach him with my shoulder to the side. Or like, if I look at him, I'm not going to look him straight in the eye. I'm going to look at him and then look away, like look at his chest and then look away.
Mhm.
We as humans, like when we want to like befriend a dog, our eyes get bigger because we're like, we're okay. And we lean towards them. But in dog language, that means like, I'm like going to get you. And he's got to do that to predators. So it's like a little scary to him.
You're a good boy.
Yeah, bud. People body language and dog body language is different, buddy.
Good boy. Very
Good
good.
boy. Good
Very
boy,
good boy.
bud. See, she confused like you were confused,
safe.
bud.
She's safe. She's the one that brought you to mom and dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she
your
brought you there.
savior.
She brought
Mom
you
and
there.
dad wouldn't have even known about you if it wasn't for her. You should be thanking her. She's like your angel. Is that true?
He's aggressive because he thinks you're coming to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
thought maybe that's why he didn't care for me, because he thought I
But-
was gonna take him. But it's been what 2 years now of me coming and going. I mean,
Yeah, but
multiple times a
also your
week.
body language is throwing him off because
Mhm.
he's a working dog, so his body language is always gonna trump like telepathy or voice because he's a working dog and he relies on body language to control his sheep and to keep everyone safe.
Yeah.
Good boy, handsome.
Good job,
Yeah,
Mercury.
you're the
Don't look at
best
him in the
boy.
eyes.
Yeah, don't look at him.
Yeah.
Good boy. You're going to get to stay at your
Yeah.
home. You're going to go back and check out the sheep now.
Yeah.
You go tell us how the sheep are
And
doing,
so-
okay?
So, Mercury, you came here special so you could learn this, okay? You came here special because you've been confused for too long. So now it's time to
Oh,
let
yeah.
it go and be your friend. And if she
Okay.
looks at you with big eyes, she's just thinking, man, you're my handsome brother.
Can we be friends?
No?
Yeah, good
Good
boy.
boy, Mercury.
job.
Such a good boy.
Good job.
Would you like
You
a
want a
cracker?
cracker? Not today.
So next
Okay.
time she comes,
Good job.
No.
good boy, buddy.
Maybe
Next
not.
time she comes to the house, I want you to remember that. I want you to remember. And Mercury, that old memory might come up again. That old memory of like, oh no, she might take me. Oh no, she's looking at me with big eyes. And then you remember, oh, those big eyes are because I'm so handsome. And she's my rescuer. Right?
All right,
Yeah.
Merc,
You
we'll be
remember
friends.
that.
Yes,
You're
good
such
boy.
a good boy. And then
Oh.
I would like, when you see him like growl or raise a lip at you or something, instead of taking it personally, because it's so hard not to take stuff like this personally, especially when you love him so much and you're like, oh my God, is it just me? It has nothing to do with you personally. It all has to do with like a body language and an old memory, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if you see like a lip curl, just say, okay, that's a form of communication, and see if you can think like, what did I do right before that? And
Yeah.
can I do something different next time?
Yeah, very
Okay.
good. I like it.
Yeah.
We'll work
Excellent.
on it.
What great insights.
We'll keep working. on
Okay,
it.
Mercury.
See you later,
Okay,
bud.
Mercury, I want to hear some good news that you guys are
Oh.
rolling around on the grass together.
In a nice way this time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you, Merc.
Bye, guys. Be good boy, Mercury.
Bye, Mom.
Okay. Wow,
And so
that was
you
really
can pet
cool.
him sometimes, right?
If Dad's got a hold of him, yeah.
Oh, so that's why he's kind of holding him like that.
Yeah,
Like
if he's holding
holding
him.
him like
It's just
he's
a safety
yeah,
precaution.
Yeah.
yeah,
Really.
your dad's nervous. But I think your dad is such like he looks like a strong guy who's like been super confident in his life.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not confident in that situation, Mercury's going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah, it looks good. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, all of that totally makes sense because if we think about like what you're talking about, you know, you're putting off an energy, and so now that happened, he remembered that, he acted on it, and now she goes back. She has fear when she's coming, and so she's
Yeah.
pushing that out, like,
Yeah.
you know, don't bite me, don't bite me. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
Well, I mean, to
instead
be
be
completely
like,
honest, he could quite literally kill me.
Yeah.
I mean, if he
He
got me
could.
knocked down and got a hold of me,
yeah, he could.
He could. What I think, just like a thought here, I think I wouldn't even worry about like being petting him.
Right.
I think I would just be like, I just want you to be cool with me in the general vicinity of
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And then let him come up to you when you're ready. So like see if you go over for dinner and just like I mean they can still have him on a leash if that makes you feel safer, of course.
Mhm.
You know, and just like let him, I mean that would actually probably be a good idea because then everyone would feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just kind of be like, look it, I'm just gonna hang out in the house but I love you and my body language is different than your body language. I'm just looking at you because I love you. I
Mm-hmm.
saved you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cohabitation is all we're looking for here. Ability
Yeah.
to go visit your parents. Yeah.
I mean, we
like,
thought that was part of it, but we thought surely after. I mean, it's not like I go to my parents once a month. I'm down there multiple times a week. Like I
Right.
figured he would have figured it out by now that I've never not once taken him off of that place. I'm not going to take you anywhere.
Yes, but also this body language towards him is triggering something else, and it's also thinking you're going to take him away somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it could
So-
be a memory that you're not even related to, too, like with that sort of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I thought it was interesting that he mentioned like the doctor. So it could have been like while he was sedated, he also saw someone that kind of looked like you. So he's like getting confused. Like,
Mhm.
oh, I mean, even if that person was friendly too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and him and I were cool for a while. I mean, we didn't have that issue until what?
Until
A
when?
couple months after he was at my parents.
Yeah. And was that after his neuter?
Yeah.
Well,
So
Yeah. So maybe
I
that.
mean, we
Yeah.
were cool until we weren't, and then we really weren't.
definitely a connection to something there. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that was really cool to witness. I didn't know
Yeah.
what to expect from
Me
that. Holly's like, we're going to bring Mercury in here. I was like, oh, for God's sake. Somebody's going to die.
I was a little
But-
nervous.
Yeah, but that was really cool. Thank you for.
Yeah, and it was a good example of showing like the whole like it's telepathy and communicating with them, but it's also body language, it's also
Mhm.
training. Like I mean, it's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sat here still on purpose. Not
Yeah.
'cause I
Yeah.
was scared of the dog, but because I didn't need to be another distraction
Right.
Right.
for this. But I think I could have reached out and pet him, no problem.
Oh, he
Yeah,
loved
he
everybody.
didn't
Yeah.
look at. Yeah,
Except
he
for me.
wasn't looking at you at all. Yeah, he was
No.
definitely looking back.
Yeah, he was for sure.
But I
So.
mean, also you do have your headphones on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Think about
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything different is
You know?
throws off. But, well, I thought he did pretty good.
You're
Better than
still
I
like
expected.
trying to breathe.
Oh, shoot.
So obviously that type of thing is a situation where somebody might call you in to help them. But like
Mhm.
what other types of things are people hiring you to come help them with
Help them figure
with
out.
dogs in particular?
Yeah, so death and dying is a big one. So people call me like when if their animal is sick and they want to know like what's wrong with them or like how is their animal feeling.
Mhm.
Or they call me after their animal has passed. Or if they're having like behavioral problems, like in the show ring, like horses, are like scared to go in the show ring for some reason, or a change in behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just for fun. Sometimes people call just for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
to
the
like to tell
curiosity
them
of it.
about like a new move, like to move across the country or to move to another country and tell them about what that's going to be like.
To prepare them,
Yeah.
to help
Yeah.
communicate what's going to happen and set an expectation.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Yeah.
so how do people get a hold of you if they want to hire you? How do you have like a backlog? Do you have regular clients? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah. So you can go onto my website, which is thepetpsychic.com.
Mhm.
And I'm going to be offering courses in the start of the year.
Ooh,
So
fun.
that's what I'm
Nice.
launching. Yeah.
I
And
was
next
just saying I
year.
need a new hobby.
So
There we go.
yeah, definitely. So go to my website and get on my newsletter, because then you'll know like when I launch those. And I book up like a couple of months in advance, but I do have these pop-up sessions that I get a few of them each week, and you can get in sooner. They're a
Okay.
little bit more expensive, but yeah.
Immediate.
And,
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep, you get immediate. Yeah, if you got something going on, or you just excited to talk to them sooner.
Can you talk to sleep? Oh, now she woke up. I was gonna say, can you talk to sleeping dogs?
We
I
got
want
a
them to
couple
be
of lumps
awake.
here.
Yeah. And I also have 2 books that you can learn how to talk to the animals too, and that you can get them on Amazon.
Oh,
So you
nice.
can look for me there.
What are the
also.
titles?
Yeah, what are they called?
They're Voices of the Animals and Stormy's Words of Wisdom. So I have them here.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we'll link all of these things on our show notes. So
sure.
yeah, awesome.
For sure.
Great.
Well, this has been so cool. So obviously Mercury was like our big like deal, but we brought a couple of paperweights here
Yay.
who live very different lives. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think either one of us have like any major like behavioral concerns with them. They're like the greatest
Yeah.
little dogs ever. But I always just wonder, we are so obsessed with our dogs, and I just, you wonder like,
Are you
what,
happy?
like, are you happy? What do you think of me? Is everything like,
Yeah.
are you okay? Do you need anything?
Want anything different?
Yeah. Okay. Let's ask
So,
them. Let's get
okay.
Reese first. So that
Okay.
Reese. Yeah.
Reese the girl.
Reese,
Reese.
honey. Reese.
Say hi to Laura, Reese.
Look at the nice lady.
I can't,
Yeah,
I'm
he
drugged,
doesn't have-
she says.
Yeah, he doesn't have to look at me. It's all good. Oh, I got him. Hold on.
She has things to say.
Yeah, good girl, Reese.
He says he's like, what I want to tell my mom is that she's the most fun of the people that I know.
She's a good girl.
You good girl, Reese?
He said, like, that game where I roll over and you like tickle me? He's like, I don't care at all if you hang over me. Do you know what he's talking about?
Hang over her.
Yeah, because I think he was listening to
Oh.
Mercury about leaning over him. So he's like, yeah, you can like, I see him like on his back, and you're like petting his belly, and he's got his paws up. He's like, you can tickle me.
I always lay you on your belly, don't I, girlfriend?
Yeah.
She
Oh,
can
girlfriend.
do absolutely
Sorry,
anything.
she. I don't know why I thought she was he. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, Reese.
She doesn't care. That's how you
She.
know.
She.
Do you, Reese? You don't care about much.
Aw, Racy. That's what is it? It's like he said, or she said that she was wondering if she could have that snack pack that she hasn't had in a long time. That's gooey.
Snack bag.
It's like this.
You want some goop?
It's almost like a gravy. Do you know what that would be?
Gravy. You get homemade food all the time.
Yeah, it looks like baby food, kind of like that consistency.
Oh. Well, I make treats. That might the stuff before I dry it.
Do they get to lick that?
Yeah.
That's what it would be. That's the goopy
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
ground
Oh,
up animal
yummy.
organs. No wonder she wants that.
Oh, and so she wants it like raw before you cook it? That's
I like it raw
interesting.
better. She loves those treats. She goes
Yeah.
psychotic for those treats.
Oh, have you fed her those treats recently?
Oh, it's been a few
'Cause
days.
a few days. It's been such a long time.
Well, in dog time.
Yeah. Also, what I want to say is in the car, I want to be on the lap.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of a load. That's not very safe.
Like, can we play that game where we climb under things? What is that? Can we play that game where we climb under things? You know what that would be? What do you mean you climb? Like, what are you climbing under? What do you mean? It's like we're kind of under like a table. Yeah. Do you know what she's talking about?
Her and Stanley have been climbing under the wood pile and cornering mice.
Yeah, they're on the hunt for mice.
Oh, you think that's on? Like, I think it's like table legs, but it's wood. It's like, is it outside, honey? And so, are you stopping her from doing it?
Well, she has a heart condition, and so she gets all amped up, and I'm trying to keep her a little calm down.
Yeah, so honey, what mom, like, she doesn't want you going under the wood pile, honey, because when you go under that wood pile, like, you're getting like all amped up, and she's like a little bit worried about your heart, you know, about like your
Heart
chest.
exploding.
Mom, it's so fun, and I like to do it. It's good for me to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You keep doing it. That's fine.
Okay.
How is your ticker?
Okay, but you want you to be like, you've got to learn to self-regulate yourself though, okay? So if you start to feel like a little bit dizzy, or if you start to have like a pain in your chest, you got to stop, okay? So the dizziness, or if you start to get a little blurry, that never happens to me. It doesn't. So like when you're walking, do you ever feel like you need to stop because you're like dizzy? Nope.
Okay.
Good. That's good. Do you like your food?
What do you think about your food? Like the food that you get like for dinner and for breakfast. Do you like that? I like it, but I like it more soupy.
Oh, okay.
That could be
More
doable.
You never know how it's going to come out.
There's something that you've been thinking about with your friend Mercury. What? Like, I know how to make it better. She says she knows how to make it better. How? How to make it better? Like, kind of like what she does to me sometimes is like do that, like waddle away, like because that funny waddle away is so funny. I'll bet you would think it's hysterical. Oh. She thinks that you should play that game with him that you play with her where you like waddle away, and she thinks that walk that you do is so funny it would be funny for him. Do you know what that is?
What are you talking about?
I think you're like doing like this and you're walking away from her.
You
What is
dancing?
that? Mommy? Oh, is mommy dancing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She like does it with her legs too. She does funny movements and she does it with her legs too. You got to be doing something silly.
Maybe you just walk funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could, yes. We'll have to think about that. I don't know what you're talking about, girlfriend.
Yeah, like, Mom, you're so funny. Mom, you're so funny. It's that game where you like also twirl your hand around. It's that game where you also twirl your hand around.
Are you line dancing with your dogs?
I think
I
so.
thought you were doing like this.
Doing what? Oh.
Look at B.
And play.
Mom doesn't know know what that is. Next time she
No,
does it,
I
you gotta show her. You gotta say,
Yeah.
"That's it, Mom. That's what I mean."
Does Reese ever bark ever?
Just when she's chasing mice.
Well, next
Oh,
time
she's
Mom does what you like, bark at her.
Yeah, bark at Mommy when she does it, so she knows. You'll probably know like when you do it. Oh, this is it.
I'll pick it up then.
Yep. Good girl.
You and
Lacey
Stanley,
girl.
are
She's
you
so
and Stanley
cute.
friends?
Yeah, Stanley friends with
Is
Stanley.
Stanley a good boy?
What kind of dog is Stanley?
He's half Yorkie, half everything else.
Yorkie super mutt. He's adorable.
Cute. Oh, yeah, those Yorkies, they like to go hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we'll make your food soupy. I can do that.
Nice.
So that's like one of the things, like when they had the heart thing that you might see, like it's like sometimes before, like when it starts to kind of give them a problem, you'll be like walking them and they'll just like stop and you'll be like, come on, let's go. And they're just like frozen there for a second. And then all of a sudden they start walking again. Or like sometimes they'll be like they'll go to jump off something and they'll get like vertigo and they'll just like stop there and they'll just like look down.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a way to notice it too.
Yeah,
These
she's
kind of
pretty
things to
early
keep
on
an
in the diagnosis, so
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
and
not a
the
problem
fact that
for a
she
while.
doesn't feel any of that is like awesome.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's
Yeah,
good.
like maybe she never will, right?
Yeah. Well, they just started medicine, so hopefully it'll kind of keep it
Cool.
even.
Will you ask her if she remembers Chris?
Yeah, and who's Chris? Is it male or female or?
Female.
Fellow rescuer that I adopted her from her.
Mm-hmm. Well, we
What does
both
she
did.
look
They both
like?
came.
Chris?
Yeah, what
Oh.
is just so I have a visual of her.
She
Like
had-
hair color,
She
body
had
type.
bright colored hair always.
Kind of rainbow. Yeah,
Oh.
she'd have
Rainbow
her hair
hair.
look like boop.
She looked like
Oh.
Boo.
Do you remember Chris? Do you remember Chris who rescued you? Who like was What do you mean? So has Chris passed away?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause she says sometimes I see her around us.
Oh.
And what is when you see her around you? What's she like? Like sometimes what she does is she like gets like super organized and she has like all these notes and she says this one goes here, this one goes here. Oh, she said she gets super organized and she has all these notes and she's like, this one goes here and this one goes here. And sometimes I see her just sitting on the couch with us. She'll like put her feet up. She'll put her feet up. I like when that happens, I'll crawl really close to her. And when that happens, I'll crawl really close to her. Oh, that's interesting. Like she's trying to show you. Was Chris really into note taking? Do you know what she's talking about there? She might be trying to say, so typically what happens when the animals say things about the people who are crossed over, it's oftentimes a message from that person. So like it might be that Chris is trying to get across to you that she's like helping you like with everything that you're doing.
Hmm.
And then she's also like hanging out with her feet up. I don't know if that means anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's welcome anytime.
Yeah, she is.
That's cool that she sees her, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, you want to talk to your other little girl?
All right, Boopy. What's it? Can you say hello to her?
Boopy, oh my God, are you so cute?
She's only lightly famous here in Des Moines.
Oh, Boopy, honey, like, what do you want to say, honey? What do you want to say? I feel like when my mom talks to me, I hear her really clear. And the other thing that I want to tell her is I like to lie on her stomach sometimes when she's lying down.
That is true.
I want some more like hip butt massages.
Do you get a headache? Do you get a headache from that?
Yeah, probably.
A headache.
Where, honey? Like at home? She said that there's like a painting on the wall that she doesn't understand.
Well,
You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
Or do you have lots of paintings?
yes.
Oh, where is it, honey? Like, where's the painting? Is it? It's like kind of like, the wall that has like on the side of a doorway. Yeah, and you like go into it, and like it's right there, and it's like lines, but I don't understand what the lines are.
I see you.
I feel. Do you have kids, or do you have like? 'Cause I feel like it's going into like another room, and it's like on. I think it's on the right hand side, and it has like lines, and she doesn't know what the lines are, but it looks like it's right in front of. It's like right next to a doorway inside the house.
Yeah. We have, so the way that our house is, there's literally paintings on every square inch, but I
Oh.
hung a painting like down low so the dogs can see it, and it's a
Oh.
fire hydrant.
Oh, so do you think she's seeing the fire hydrant?
Maybe,
Lines of
yeah,
the
because it
fire
would be like
hydrant.
it would be like a high contrast that she might be able to see like what it is. But when you
Yeah.
walk past that, it goes like this. And I have a daughter who's almost 18, and her room's right here, and then ours is that way. So that's
Oh, I think she's
probably
wondering like what is her like what's the like why are you putting the fire hydrant so we can see it, Riley?
you don't know that because you don't lift your leg to
So-
pee.
Yeah,
But your
so
brothers
honey,
know.
that picture is of a fire hydrant. And what that actually the fire hydrant is it actually like is in a lot of neighborhoods, and it lets like if a house goes on fire or something goes on fire, the firemen hook up to it and will spray the houses, but it's known for lots of dogs peeing on it. And so especially male dogs love fire hydrants because they smell like all types of things, and they'll try and like get higher and higher and higher to pee on it. So it's kind of like a fun little joke that your mom did by putting like I would like to have a different picture. You would like to have a different picture? What picture would you like? Like white flowers?
You don't change that picture as soon as you get home.
That has like the like another animal in it. So do you have like a picture that has like white flowers and another animal in it?
Oh, I
If
don't.
you change that picture, your boy dogs are gonna have to come talk.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Nobody's
you
ever
could put
peed on it either, which is funny.
Maybe you could put another one down low somewhere else.
Yes. Yeah, we could swap it out. We do that a lot. I don't know if I have another one, but maybe Sissy can paint you a white flower picture.
Yeah. It's the one with the I don't know if it's a horse or something.
Yeah,
Do
there's
you have
horse
one like that?
pictures. Yeah, there's some horse pictures. Actually, I just got I work out at the Iowa State Fair, and a girl painted a picture of a horse while we were out there, and I can't figure out where to hang it, and it's just sitting on the counter.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
weird.
That's
Yeah,
it.
we got to move the horse picture down. Okay. Did you even know what a horse is? Huh? Huh?
That's so funny, isn't it?
I want to ask her. I've been thinking a lot about traveling with her and like taking her on a
Uh-huh.
plane. And I mean, she doesn't even use a leash. She stays right next to me and
Oh,
is just like
nice.
attached.
Yeah.
So I think she'd do okay, but I don't want to stress her out by it either. Like I don't want to take her just because it would make me happy. So I don't know how
Yeah.
to explain that.
And so you're just worried about the plane, or are you worried about like the whole
Yeah.
trip?
No, I think once we get to wherever we're gonna go, she'd be fine because she goes with me everywhere. She goes to big festivals, she goes shopping, like she goes
Oh,
everywhere. So she
yeah.
doesn't care, but
I
she's never been on
think,
a plane in the like the little bag,
and she'd have to be in the bag.
while we were
And
on the plane, yeah.
yeah, and do you ever put her in a bag?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't always I don't think I've ever zipped her in like with the top closed, but she rides around in a bag sometimes, yeah.
She
Purse
does.
puppy. Yeah, she does
Yeah.
sometimes.
Um, if I like, I don't know, just a suggestion. I mean, she's hearing us, so she already knows like the question,
Yeah.
but like, I would phrase that differently. Like, hey, I'm going to train you to be really good in the bag so we can
So
go
we can go
places.
places. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just be like, this is what the plane is like,
Yeah.
and you're going to be great.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but what do you think? Did you hear what mommy said? So this is the deal. Mommy wants to take you, like, you know how you go places with mommy, you go all over the place with mommy. Well, she wants to take you to some place that's really far away that you can't get to in a car. You can only get to it in a plane, which is like a car, but it flies up in the sky like a bird. When you're outside, you've probably even have heard them up in the sky, and they kind of smell like a little bit like fuel sometimes. Sometimes doggies can smell that. And the thing about that is, in order to do that with your mom, you just can't like sit on her lap or sit like on a seat. You'd have to be kind of in your carrier bag that you like go around with mommy sometimes, but it would have to be like another one where mommy would have to zip you in. Almost like when you've seen doggies in a crate, it's almost like it's kind of exactly like that, like a crate. And you'd have to be in that, and you'd have to be down by mommy's feet for hours, right? For like the whole time. And this is the big deal about it, is that the plane is really loud. Like it can make like weird, strange vibrations on the floor, and it can make weird noises. And then also when you go up and down, when you fly up and you fly back down, your ears can like pop, but you just like yawn, or mommy gives you a treat and it gets better. It will feel better. But you can't come out of that bag at all for the whole entire flight until you get back to like inside the airport, which is like inside almost like a big room kind of. So you just have to be there in a long time. And what do you think about that? But it's a small price to pay, I think, for getting to go on all the adventures in like places you never would be able to get to see otherwise. What do you think about that? Do you think you could do it, or do you think you'd rather just stay home? Because staying home is fine too, because you're always well taken care of, you know. So if you want to stay home, that's fine too. Well, like when you said that it makes a noise, does it like thump? When you said, does it make a noise, does it thump? You might hear thumping actually, because everyone has to bring their luggage, like all the stuff that they're bringing to change their clothes, and that might thump. And maybe like when the wheels go down so it can act like a car, like maybe that would thump. You might hear thumping. Does it thump the whole time? It doesn't thump the whole time, no. It won't thump the whole time. It might sound like a big fan the whole time. What about like I can't like get out at all? You can't get out at all, no. But mommy would make it really comfortable for you. Like, what if I like need to stretch? What if you need to stretch? You can't. You can like stretch in the bag.
But you get to go to really cool places.
Yeah. Like I like am willing to try it. You're willing to try it? Well, maybe what mommy could do is she could put you in the bag and just like walk you around in it a little bit and like get you used to the bag, and you could just kind of get the feel of that. I think the plane thing you would figure out. I know a lot of doggies who fly. I think you'd figure that one out, being the cool dog you are. You know what I don't really like is like being rolled in the bag. You don't like being rolled in the bag? Oh, it might be the carrier, like if it's like,
Oh
do
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, well, Maybe you could think about that. Why, how old is she?
She's 6.
Yeah. Why do you mind being rolled in the bag? Like, what's going on? Do you have soreness in your body somewhere? What's happening? Why don't, well, I just, don't want to be, I don't like it when you put me down and I'm, on my side. Oh, you don't like it when she says, I don't like it when you put me down and I'm on my side.
Oh.
I think that's when you, are putting the bag down with her in it.
Yeah.
So maybe just mom will think she didn't know. She'd think she'll see if she can make that an easier descent for you.
You could do the short trip to St. Louis just to see.
That's true.
Just a short flight. Kara does a short flight pretty frequently.
Yeah, we go to
Oh,
St.
you
Louis.
do?
Yeah, quite a
For
bit.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a quick tester.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of think
Yeah.
she'd be good because she's
Yeah,
so
I
chill.
think
She hasn't moved the whole time we were here.
she does. Yeah, she does pretty good.
It's not like she's like a Jack Russell, jumping
Yeah.
off, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I thought of something for both of these dogs. They were both breeder mother dogs in breeding facilities before we got them, which is crazy because they both are so chill and very good. But when she came specifically, she was very scared and it took her a long time to come around, and now she's the belle of the ball. But and Reese was always just pretty chill for the most part. But I just wonder if they remember that and if it was scary or if it was not. I mean, I just I dramatize it in my head a lot.
Did they come from the same place or they came from separate places?
No, different places. Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear? What do you guys think about that? It's Cora, right? Cora?
Boop and or Kara.
Boop. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Boop
I'm
and
so
Reese.
sorry. Sorry. Boop. Sorry, Boop. Boop, honey, what did you think about that? What do you think about, did you hear that about being the mom dog? And you've been so good. You could help a lot of those rescues by telling them your story and how great you overcame it. Well, I remember, one thing that was, scary for me is, one time, I got this, weird, infection. She says she remembers one time that was scary for her. She got a weird infection. I couldn't nurse right, and my babies were hurting me.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the worst of it. But there was also this situation where I saw a baby. What do you mean? I saw by what, honey? By that man that weird. Oh God, no. That was I don't really understand what she's saying, but she's saying that that she saw one dog get hung by a weird guy with a weird belt. Do you know?
Mm-mm. I mean, they were both in pretty highly populated breeding facilities. So lots and lots of dogs, lots and rows of cages, one person probably taking care of them. They call them a puppy mill type setup. So who can say?
Almost the puppy had to be pulled with a
something. And I do know that she had to have multiple C-sections because she's pretty small, and so that's why they released her. But so that might have been an infection, why it hurt.
Maybe her infection,
or the cut hurt. I don't know.
Where she got the C-section,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't
you're
know
right.
about
Maybe
the
it was the pull stick for that got hung. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes they do think that they're being hung with the pull stick.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that a lot, actually, with dogs and pull sticks. What else? What else? I wasn't afraid You weren't afraid every day? No, I was just afraid, like, when I had my babies and my babies got taken away. I just was afraid when I had my babies and when my babies were taken away. Oh. So you liked your babies then, huh?
Do you think there are doggies?
I was a good mom. Aww. You know what? I'm very friendly. You're very friendly? I don't have any issues with people, like, even, like, the other woman that took care of us. The other woman that took care of you? Yeah, she would clean my eyes sometimes. She would clean your eyes sometimes? Well, it's those small pleasures. Yeah, I like when I learned the world. My favorite part of it is like seeing like the sun through the trees. Oh, I love that too. She said that when she learned the world, one of her favorite parts of it was the sun through the trees. That's so cute because it's kind of makes sense with the flower and the horse too. You know, it's like something outside,
Yeah.
which is weird because you'd think like they'd be scared and like she'd only want to be inside, you know?
Right, right. Yeah, no, you like being outside, don't you? Yeah.
And like the other thing is like you like when you told my people, she says, when you told my people that like there is a better life out there, I saw that. When you told my people that there's a better life out there, I saw that. I know, that's why it's really important that you've got the power to talk to all those other dogs that you come across and to tell them about, like, even if like you're not in the same, and even if you're not in the same location and mom's thinking about those dogs, you could talk to them in your head and tell them about how you've overcome it. That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
You will help our dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good girl,
You
Boopy.
will.
She said sometimes her ear itches inside.
Me too. Me too.
Does she like being
Reese, honey,
pink?
what about
Yeah. Yeah, the $1,000,000
yeah,
question that everyone wants to know.
do you like being pink? What do you think
Yeah,
about
you do even know you're pink.
Of course I know, Mom. Of course I know, Mom. I'm like really good when I'm standing for it. I'm really good when I'm standing for it. And I like
Mm-hmm.
really love that it brings so much joy to people. And I really love that it brings so much joy to people. It's like I was always the same and now I'm different. Oh, she says I was always the same before and now I'm different. It's cute.
She does get really excited that people get excited to see her.
Yeah. How could you not?
Yeah.
She is slightly famous.
Only a little. Only a little
So cute.
Good girl.
What about you, Reese? Like, what do you remember being at the having babies? Do you remember that, sweetie? Is she sleeping? Do you remember?
Are you with us?
Yeah, she looks like. Do you
Hi,
remember?
baby.
Mine wasn't as
Baby.
nice. Yours wasn't as nice? No, because like
Mm-mm.
they were like crabby there. They were crabby there, and like we had paper, and they had like this like smell that was like poop, and you had to eat it. There was smell that was like poop, and you had to eat it. And also like when I had my babies, like they didn't even stay long enough. When I had my babies, they didn't even stay long enough. But this is what I think about that. It got me to my mom. But this is what I think about that. It got me to my mom.
No.
Like I got the best life. And now I have the best life.
She does.
I'm never ever gonna even think about that anymore. And you're never ever gonna think about that anymore? No, because I didn't really like care all that much about my babies. No, because I didn't really care all that much about my babies.
I could believe that.
Yeah.
that makes sense if she's like in trauma, you know?
Yeah.
It sounds like Boops was a little cleaner.
Yeah,
Was
I
it?
don't know. I don't know as much about where she came from. We do know where
Yeah, that
she came
Amish
from, and it was an
joint.
Amish one, and those are usually a little more.
More millish.
It's interesting that I saw paper, right? Because like, wouldn't you think it would be more like shavings or something? Don't they keep them in like a?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or put,
Well,
like,
unless
newspapers.
yeah,
or
newspapers when the
newspaper
babies are
shreddings.
born and stuff. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you have many litters?
It's too serious of a time
Huh?
for me to make an Amish joke, so I'll just.
I had the litter. Like 2 of them. You had 2 of them? That's it? Yeah, because I didn't want to have any more. Because you didn't want to have any more? No, like I would cower. And the other thing is, look at her. Like, you know, it's kind of like what she was saying before, but like you're almost like high-fiving her, like when I would see her.
Yeah, she does high five me a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes,
She's
you
like,
do.
you can hang over me like all the time.
Why do
So
you
does
always
sh-
sit with me on the toilet?
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute.
That is
Honey,
super
you got to
weird.
tell Mercury about how mommy hangs over you and you love it. You got to tell Mercury that.
You're a good girl.
Oh, mommy, I like to sit with you on the toilet because you get it's good company for you. She says, I like to sit with you on the toilet because it's good company for you.
It's a pooping party.
Uh-huh.
It's a pooping party. Sometimes when the animals have passed away and they talk to their people and they're like, they say like, yeah, I'm in the bathroom with you. like,
Every time.
yeah, that's so funny.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. This has been really cool. And, you know, obviously Holly and I are obsessed with our girls as much as they are obsessed with us. So
Aw, so
it's pretty
cute.
cool.
They're
It was so hard to pick just one. I
Yeah.
think I might have to book one with Stanley.
Yeah, we may
Book
have
a
to.
session with Stanford.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
So do you do when you have somebody that wants a reading or a session with you and they have
Yeah.
multiple dogs, how do you
Yeah.
handle that? Like do you prefer to like separate them off, or I mean, surely it would be difficult to hear like a whole pack all at once.
Yeah, so what people do is they fill out a form and they put all their animals on the form and ask and the questions that they want to ask, and then they also attach a picture. So I have the animals' photos. I don't do it on Zoom like this, or like I don't see them live.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have their picture, and then I talk to them in the order that they write them on the form, unless I have a different order. So I'm just really clear like how I'm doing it. So it's not really a problem. Like I don't necessarily hear the other ones chime in.
Mhm.
Although like every now and then like I'll hear something and I'm just talking fast and I'll write it, or they're talking fast and I'll write it, and someone will be like, wait, that sounds like so and so, who's like not even on the form. So like sometimes they'll sneak in that way and I don't always catch it. And then or sometimes like if they're not on the form, the animal will be like, oh, and so wants this, like, oh, my other
They're talking
kitty
for 'em.
wants this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll talk for them because I kind of have a max for like 3 an hour.
Yeah.
So it's like
I was
1 for
gonna
a half
say.
hour, 3 an hour. Yeah,
I'm sure
just
it
because
gets
it's too much. Yeah, unless I've
Yeah.
spoken with you before and I know your animals, then we can kind of go through them really fast. But
Right.
Now, are you ever like out in public, just minding your own business and
You're like, hey, your dog doesn't like that collar.
Yeah. Does that ever happen?
Yeah, so when I first started out, like more so, like they'll like come up to me. I mean, they still kind of come up to me, but I'm super shy. So I am not the person that's just going to be like, "Hey, I'm a pet psychic, your dog says." You know? But sometimes like I can't like, but that is more like sometimes I can't like hold it back if like someone's like talking, chit-chatting, and their dog's on like hot pavement or something.
Right.
And your dog is like, help me, like catches my eye and is like, help me. Then I have to say something. But yeah, I do hear them, but I don't always tell people.
I'd be like
Yeah.
standing in the food aisle at Petco or something and just
Oh,
be
man.
like,
It's best that we don't
Your dog
refine
likes
whether or
that
not
one.
we have this gift
He
and
doesn't like
ability
that
because
one.
we would be giving all sorts of unsolicited
But
dog
you know what? Some
communication.
people want to hear it and some people don't. So it's kind
Yeah.
of a tricky one.
That's
yeah.
weird to me.
Yeah.
Like anybody
Yeah.
wouldn't want to, but
Right. Right.
Yeah. Some people are like thrown. Yeah.
Some people don't like being told anything that they're not doing right.
That's
Well,
true.
that's
Or blind
true.
to.
Yeah.
That's true. Or they have like a certain idea of their animal and they don't. Oh, yeah. Like one time I did do it once for like, I'm just telling you, these are like, because I'm such an introvert, these are like the things that have like stopped me from doing them. Like I was with a horse and the horse had like a hurt tooth. And I was walking by, I was at the farm where I had my own horse. And I told the owner, I'm like, hey, your horse is like hurting. And she got really upset that I like talked to her horse. So
Oh
like
my God.
now I say I don't do it unless I have permission, you know?
Yeah.
Mm,
Well, I
Yeah,
hope she
it
checked
just
the horse's tooth at least.
yeah. And
yeah.
abscess
Yeah,
pretty
I don't
quick.
know if she I mean I'm sure she did. She was like, you know, she probably did, but I think she was also a very private person. She thought like I had like a weird window into her life and she got scared, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like a
True.
fear thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything you'd like our listeners to
No.
know or
Yeah. I mean, I think one thing I wanted to kind of just bring up, you know, since Holly and I have been so excited about getting to talk to you, and I'm sure that you experience this, there's two sides. There's the one side of people that are like, oh my gosh, call me right after and
Right.
tell me what she was like and, you know,
Yeah.
what you learned from it and all of this. And then the other side that's like, that's absolute BS.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you deal with that when you hear the both sides of it? And then, you know, how does that
Yeah.
affect you day to day?
Well, I talk to animals, so it's
Right.
like it's
Yeah.
so cool, right? Like I just
Yeah.
like I get it, right? Like I mean they like people have a hard time first like believing in telepathy
Mhm.
and then like I talk to animals, so it's like I don't know, you're who you are. Like if you're a skeptic, that's I mean there's like the way I think of it is that there's like millions and millions of people in this world, like they don't all have to have the same belief system that I do, you
Right.
know?
Right.
So I don't care if people are skeptics. I just let them be them. But I think how sad for them, really, because if you just start to experiment a little bit with your own animal, and anyone who has a pet and loves their pet, and they like actually think about it, like they have to know that the things that they say their animal understands, right? Like they have
Yeah.
to see it, right? And they also have to like see it with their own eyes that their animal understands them and they understand their animal. So like it's just that studied. So so yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on who it is, really. Like, if it's somebody who's like, wait, I don't really get that. And then I explain it to him. It's like, okay, like, you know, if you're like thinking about someone and then they call,
yeah.
like, that's telepathy. That person was thinking about you and they sent it to you. They sent it towards you and you picked it up.
Mhm.
So it's just that studied.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Holly, I don't know if you've listened to this, but Holly has talked about it before, and I listened and kind of got in deep. There's a podcast called the Telepathy Tapes.
Yeah, they're so great.
Yeah,
They're
very,
really good.
very good, very interesting. And like, I think, you know, they did a really good job of taking away some of that stigma and also just saying like, hey, here's the actual facts.
Well,
like,
I mean, proving it
there's
out
proving it,
scientifically.
and then
Yeah.
you know, it's you know, there's something to being an empath, and there's something to also just being astute. And like, you know,
Yeah.
we're around hundreds of dogs a year, and if we can't
Yeah.
start to pick up on what they're telling us, even if we're not hearing it word for word or seeing the picture moving by, I do
Yeah.
believe when you say that everybody has some ability to like communicate, whether that's fluently or not,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like anyone who's doing what you're doing is doing it all the time, but the empathy part of it, if you're not studying it, it's getting in the way. So
Mhm.
like you have to study your own mind. So you have to know like what you're thinking and feeling at any given moment so that when something else pops in, you can understand it. So
Yeah.
you know it's not coming from you. So like for instance, like let's say I'm talking to an animal on the phone and then all of a sudden my wrist is hurting me, right? And I'm typing it. Like I could just say like, "Oh, my wrist is hurting me because I'm typing," right? I'm like typing, but actually what could be happening is that the animal is sending it and then I'm picking it up in my body. So then I have to kind of self-check. Wait a second, like does my wrist hurt from that? And like, hey, talk to the animal and be like, hey, does your wrist hurt? So it's really about like slowing it down and being like, okay, what am I thinking, what am I feeling? And like an animal rescue, there's my puppy is chewing the cords. But in animal rescue there's so much like there's so much like trauma, right? I mean, I kind of lost my train of thought here, but like in animal rescue, there's so much that's I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Well, trauma and noise,
My
like,
thought came through me.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It,
exactly. There's so much like noise in your head, and there's so much to think and feel, and you're like you're so overwhelmed by what you're seeing and what you're experiencing, and all the phone calls that are coming in, and there's like so much that it's hard. And empathetic people by nature are so overwhelmed. So I just think like empathetic people just in general need to like meditate. They need to like whether if meditating like sitting down at a chair and meditating or just going out in nature and like she said, like looking at the sun coming through the trees or looking at the breeze and just
mhm,
bringing your energy back to your heart so that you can filter all of that,
mhm.
everything that you're seeing and feeling and what's yours, what's theirs.
Yeah,
Kara's very good at compartmentalizing.
which may or may not be healthy depending on the situation.
Well,
No,
I think it
that
helps
is
you separate things
extremely
Yeah.
it's
better.
extremely healthy, but I also think for people who are empathetic, it's a learned behavior. For me,
Yeah.
that's a learned behavior. It does not come naturally for me to be able to
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, definitely.
Me either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time being pretty anxious, and I consider myself to not be very anxious now, but it's definitely
Yeah.
because it's something that, you work through,
Mhm.
as you
Yeah.
get older and the more things you experience. And so,
More
yeah.
shit you see.
Yeah, that's right.
Your world gets a little
Right.
bit
And
bigger.
Yeah.
if you think about what you're trying to do for all those animals too, and you're trying, okay, so talking to the animals is such a high, it's a high frequency energy, right? To being able to
Mhm.
get up to clear that. So, here, how can you want me to do you want me to explain it to you? Should I?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. So, I explain this in many different ways. So like I mostly explain it to like with animals who have passed away, but like just speaking to animals in general or the essence of a happy animal, right? Is a very high frequency of energy. It's the same frequency as like love and joy and gratitude and feeling oneness with nature, just feeling super connected, like we're having like a really great day, right? That's like why we love the animals, really. They're naturally that frequency of energy.
Yeah.
That's also where heaven is, right? Anyone who's on the other side, that's where they are, that high frequency. Anytime you're trying to manifest something, like manifest something in your life, or manifest something for the animals, like you just want to be happier, healthier, whatever, you want a new car, whatever it might be, you want a home for a naughty dog, whatever it might be, that's that high frequency of energy. Now, if you were to picture that frequency on a radio dial, it's high on the radio dial. If you were to house that frequency somewhere in your body, it's this radiant feeling in your heart and then up into your mind and then out towards spirit. Okay. Now, on the flip side of that, we have these other emotions like sadness and grief and anger and resentment and fear and guilt and anxiety and stress and kind of just anything you can throw in there. those are low frequency emotions. And if you were to picture them on a radio dial, they're low on the radio dial. If you were to house them somewhere in your body, they'd usually be in your gut. Or if you had high anxiety, they'd be spinning around in your brain. Okay. Now, we as individuals, we also have a set frequency on that radio dial, and we oscillate throughout the day, going higher and then lower, but we always fall back to that set default. And that set default is our personality. It's who we are, right?
Okay.
Now, when you're an empathetic rescuer, and I really know this because this was me for a long time, and it's a lot of my friends, a lot of people I care about, that your set frequency on that radio dial is you're constantly getting wished-washed, going higher and then lower, and you're just like you're not at your set frequency often enough. You're kind of just blowing up and then down and up and then down and up and then down. And so then that's why we're so worn out. And like if we do have a day off, you're just like in bed, like binge watching Netflix or whatever it may be that people do, right?
Right.
Like some people smoke weed, some people drink. I mean, who knows what people do, or they just like bury themselves in work. But so in order to connect with your loved ones on the other side, in order to get a break from that hamster wheel, in order to just be happy, just in general, right? And to get your energy back, you need to be able to get up into that heart, in your heart, think about something that you really love to do, spend more time doing the things that you love to do, being able to relax and surrender into your heart, and see if you can set your frequency on that radio dial to a higher frequency. And then from there, keep coming back to that place. Now, when you've had trauma in your own life, which like most of us have, right? And then you're seeing trauma in the outer world with the rescue, and rescue never ends, you're constantly doing it, then your body becomes addicted to that cortisol rush of I'm happy, then I'm not happy, I'm happy, then I'm not happy, I'm stressed, I'm crying, like whatever it is. And so and it could be like littler ones of that, but then your body becomes addicted. So your mind says, okay, I'm going to go for coffee with my friend. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go for a run, whatever it is. I'm going to go do that. And you feel like you're okay. I'm doing better. I'm doing good. And you're getting up into your heart and you're feeling clearer and you're just feeling like everything's going smoother. But because the body is addicted to that trauma, and this is with the animals too, it's with people and animals, the body then searches for that rush. And so then you get that a-hole, excuse my language, guy who just did something, hit his dog with a baseball bat, and then all of a sudden you use that as the trigger to be like, yeah, that's your fix, to be like, okay, I'm gonna fixate on that and tell that story over and over again, so that now I'm back in that loop because that's what my body feels comfortable with. And I'm telling you, it's hard because I spend all day with animals too, like, and you see all sorts of crazy stuff, right? So, and you're like, whoa, it's hard to break it. And it's hard for also people who love animals, and animals, especially in rescue, they always need help. Like, I mean, dog trainers are like that too. Pet psychics are like that. Like everyone, we're in a position where vets are like that. That's that compassion fatigue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like overtaxing yourself over and over again, and you're not taking that break that you need. So you're spending more time in those lower frequency energies and less time in those higher frequency. You have to compartmentalize. You have to say, hey, I'm going to spend today with my family. I need a break. You have to do it. I'm going to stop. This is like a big one. And this is so hard to do. You have to not look at your phone till you start work in the morning. Like, let's say you start work at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whatever you start, 10 o'clock. Do not read your emails. Do not read your text messages. Start the day. And this has really helped me. Like, start the day not being in reactive mode, being in a mode where you're centering yourself and you're knowing who you are so that you can show up in a more centered place. Sometimes
Yeah.
people start at 5 a.m. That's fine, right? But then like that 4 to 5, whatever it is, like don't do that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And well, anyway, getting back to like hearing them or like spending time in that. So like the more you catch yourself like, oh my God, I'm ruminating about that rescue, or oh my God, I keep telling that story over and over in my head, or oh my God, like I can't stop thinking about that. I keep thinking about that woman that did that to that dog. And keep going back into your heart and just like looking out at nature or like doing something you love to do, whether it's reading a poem or like teaching your dog a trick, like whatever it is, the more you're going to be able to like clear that space where like you're going to be like, okay, I know this, I get this, like, and your intuition is just going to keep hitting you, and you're going to be like, man, I'm on it. Like, I just know what to do. Like, I know what the animals are saying. I know faster what decisions to make. I know which person to put this dog in a foster faster because you're spending more time in that space and you just get better at it.
Yeah.
I just go
Interesting.
off into a tangent. I'm sorry.
No,
I
Yeah,
feel like I just
no.
said like a million things.
I
Really
was here
fast.
for the entire thing.
Yeah.
I
I think it probably resonated with both of us more than you know. So yeah, absolutely. And I think we're going to dive into, further into our podcast. We've talked about doing this, but just talking about the types of people who do this type of work that we do, and then also like veterinarians and that kind of stuff. And I think having those conversations about how do you, as someone who's a rescuer, how do you, as someone who's a veterinarian or a vet tech, take that tough day and the tough stuff and set that aside, and how do you survive and thrive rather. But
well,
I
I think in this line of work there's so much to talk about and ruminate on because there's so much shit to see.
yeah, it's
I mean,
true.
good and bad. I mean, we come
Yeah.
across good stories every day. We come across bad stories every day.
Mhm.
We come across things that we can't help every day.
Right.
And so that pendulum that you're talking about,
It's
yes,
very real.
I think we hit both ends of the spectrum multiple times a day.
Yeah.
And when you're
Yeah.
constantly swinging back and forth, it can get mentally exhausting. So, there's days that I say I'm not answering the bat phone today.
Yep.
I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
in
you
the right
have to.
space for it. I'm not going to be helpful with
Yeah.
that. If it's important, they'll leave a message,
Yep.
and that's that. And we get to do that because this is a nonprofit and we're volunteers,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's how that goes.
Yeah.
If we were getting paid to do it, that'd be a different scenario,
Yeah.
which I think a lot of the general public maybe doesn't take into account, is that this is all volunteer work, and
Yeah.
we're not.
Yeah.
This isn't a paid entity, so we're not at
Right.
your beck and call. But
Right.
it's hard to explain all this to people and still have people be interested in rescue. It's like,
yeah.
listen how terrible this is. You want to join?
Well,
Yeah.
what also was like super hard for me too is like people would send me like thank you letters, and they would be like just let me know like how they were doing, and because there's so much suffering in the animal world, it was hard to like let those sink in.
Yes. To accept
And
the good moments for sure. Yeah.
yeah, like I almost felt like I read them like I didn't take the time. Like there was a time in my life where I didn't feel like I took the time to be like, oh wait, okay, and we see so many. Sometimes you're like, okay, like who is that again? And you like go back and really kind of like sit with it, because I think we really need to sit in those like transformational stories, because those are like why we do what we do. Right. And so
well, it's hard to sit and sit with it because there's so
The
much
next
to
thing's
do.
coming.
Like,
needed.
we
Yeah.
don't have time to sit and think about
Yeah.
this and get the feel goods because
Yeah.
there's a whole line of things that need done
I
yet.
know, but you gotta make it. You
The
gotta
other-
make it.
the other
because
scary
it's never
thing
gonna
is-
end.
And Kara and I have talked about this before too, is how when we first started this on our own with OMD, that like that first intake, it was there was such a rush and such, because we're like, we're in this now. Like we're committed.
Yeah.
We're on the line. We got to figure this out.
Yeah.
We were brand new.
Yeah.
And every intake after that has just become less and
Dulled
less.
a little bit.
Yeah. And of course we're not doing this for the adrenaline rush. We're doing it to help the dogs, but it's almost scary that
you get used
you're like
to the
immune
lows.
to it.
Yeah.
You're immune to how horrific the situation is, or it's like, oh, it's another release of 15 dogs. Like, it's no big deal. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's another breeder that got shut down because of, it's like, it doesn't even phase us anymore.
No.
But it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I know. And then there's a point where like it hits you that like it doesn't phase you anymore, and then that makes you crash. Like I've been
like, oh, we're dead
like,
inside.
like, oh no. Yeah, like you kind of feel that way.
Yeah.
Well, I think talking about all of this and thinking about it in a way that is, because we're talking about it, is because you communicate with animals. I think for us it might be kind of fun to maybe take that course, but like also just take some time in your day to just think about what our animals who we've spent our lives, we've they're the center of our world. Spend some time just thinking about, am I communicating with them? Am I understanding how they're feeling? Am I taking a minute and just breathing? And that in itself, I think, can be a bit of a meditation too, right?
Definitely.
Like, am I?
100%. Yeah. 100%.
So, yes.
Have fun with them. Have fun with them. Do your funny little dance you do.
I'm gonna have to figure this dance thing out. I don't know what you're talking
Maybe
about.
it's after when she's had some cocktails and then comes home really late. Is that when it happens?
I like to dance with you.
On your Instagram.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for spending all this time with us. It's really been an absolute pleasure.
Yes, this has been so much fun.
It has been really, really cool. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and I feel like we're gonna be friends from a distance for a long time, because we have definitely kindred spirits. So yes. Well, Laura, thank you so much for everything. And we are going to send you an update if Mercury does not try to kill Holly next time she goes over.
She's nice. He's gonna be
probably
good.
gonna try it.
He's gonna be a good boy.
Probably go straight from here to there to see what happens.
Give him a minute to ruminate on it, will you?
Yeah, let him ruminate. Let him ruminate. Yeah, don't try to pat him. Just be like, I'm here. You're gonna get used to me. You're gonna be my bestie.
Yep.
And then like have your parents too, like keep visualizing like what it looks like when you're in the house and it's all cool,
Yep. Yeah. Keep telling him that Holly is welcome here and you're here forever, Mercury. Yeah.
So he thinks I want. I would never.
Oh man. Okay.
So remember just to really be like visualize the positive, but I'm like your bestie. Like we're gonna be besties. You'll see. We're gonna be besties.
Yep.
I will give it a whirl.
And remember not to take it personally. This is not a personal thing. This is something is like getting triggered from before, and like you might look like someone, and then he was like it's definitely not personal, and that is the hardest thing. And also like I see this all the time in like homes with like the husband and wife, and the dog is like just like freaked out about the other one of them, so just know it's a normal situation. Like when you rescue a dog, it happens all the time. And it's not personal. Like it's not like he's like, I just don't like her because of who she is. That's not it. It's something that's being triggered, like an old memory.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, I'll tell you what,
until then
we'll figure it out. Thanks, Laura.
Yeah, well, keep me posted. Yeah, thanks.